My name's Ian Friedman. I'm with Ian Friedman Law. I'm here today at the historic and beautiful Anthony Wayne Theater, managed by Newt Wallen, to be able to film a video talking to you about why you should have an LLC or corporation, depending on which one fits your situation best. Most people think, oh, I don't need a business, I'm not big, but it's a surprising amount of people who have businesses where they are regularly doing business, transacting business, selling things, even paying taxes, even have employees, and are still operating as a sole proprietorship. People are saying, well, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to get something better? Well, let me talk to you why you should have an LLC. First of all, without an LLC, you're generally at a higher rate of being audited than if you are a corporation or an LLC than as a sole member, sole proprietorship. The IRS tends to look at those types of companies a bit more highly than people who have an organized structure. And as we're going to talk about in a second, if you have an S-Corp, even less likely if you have an S-Corp. Though it's still there, it's a smaller decrease, but it's better than if you don't have one. Also, and perhaps most importantly, personal liability. You're out on your own. You're proud of that, but guess what? You really are out on your own. Say you do a video and you commit copyright infringement. Say you put a product down, you commit trademark infringement. Say you're doing something and you critically injure someone because your product broke and got stuck in their leg. This may sound incredible, but think about everything that happens during your daily day. Think about the sort of humorous anecdotes or not so humorous anecdotes you hear from your friends. Things happen when people are at work or doing jobs. If you're sued as a sole proprietorship, everything is at risk. You're saying, well, my business, obviously. Well, yes, your business, but also you as a sole proprietorship, your own assets. That includes your house, your own bank accounts. Those things can be used to satisfy a judgment against you. And that's the important thing. You don't want to have that happen. You want something to protect you. And with an LLC or corporation, as long as you are not doing what's called commingling of assets, which the best description I can give for commingling of assets, if you've watched the show Arrested Development, you know what commingling of assets is. It's when your company basically is a personal piggy bank and uses that. But what you can get is protection. So say your product injures someone. Say you accidentally run over someone's foot on a shoot. Well, you can be sued, but your company, and that's where it stops. You will be sued personally in the sense that your personal assets will be at risk. Excuse me. The other thing is, currently, when you're on your own and you don't have what's called a taxpayer identification number, you're generally giving out your social security number for bank applications, for appearances. Excuse me. If you're at a comic book convention, you're say on a panel, you're being paid for it, you have to give some comic book convention organizer your social security number. You're giving a comic book convention organizer your social security number. That should terrify you. You should be terrified giving anyone your social security number and you don't have to. I mean, with that number, you can do a lot of damage to someone that takes a long time to undo. The important thing, though, is once we set up an LLC or corporation for you, we'll get you a taxpayer identification number. That means, guess what? The greasy dude with the My Little Pony t-shirt no longer has your social security number. And not so I sound biased, it could be the guy with the greasy Star Trek, the Star Wars t-shirt, or the real weirdo of the Battlestar Galactica one. And the other thing we can do is, well, we can elect to have your company taxed as what's called an S corporation. This doesn't change your actual legal structure, but through an IRS filing, you're taxed at a better rate than you would be as a single member LLC, the standard LLC. And also, as I mentioned, you have slightly lower chances of being audited by the IRS. Not a guarantee, but it's still better than if you're just the regular LLC. And that's what we can do for you. We can do it for different states. We can do it for New York, Pennsylvania, California, wherever you want in the United States. And if you're a company that wants to set up in the United States, say you're from Canada, we can help you out with that too. What we do is ensure that you're not coming in unprotected. You do not want to be, you've just put out your first product, your master opus, and say you are late on a payment to the printer. You don't want the printer suing you. No one wants that. And that's the importance of having an LLC. Once again, protection from your own personal assets, less chance of being audited, better tax rates and structures, and you don't have to give people your social security number and basically write on it, please rip me off and commit tons of identity fraud and buy a credit card in Georgia and go to Best Buy. Or buy, as someone I know had happened to him, Verizon sold him, well, not him, the person who said he was him, 5 iPads and 4 iPhones at once. And I don't think they ever got them back. But, hey, he had a credit card and an ID, and they let him sign up for it. I think he paid like a 10% down payment on all of that. So it can happen, and it does happen. So why don't you talk to us at Ian Friedman Law, and we can tell you how to protect your company, your dream, the thing you're working on. Before you do anything else, if you're starting as a company, you need to set yourself up as an LLC or corporation, whichever legal entity is best for you, to protect you and your dream and your personal assets, so you don't find yourself wondering, oh great, why am I paying my child's college education fund to settle a business dispute over a package delay? We'll help you prevent that. And if you look at the end of the video, we're going to have some information about where you can find out more about contacting us. We have free consultations, and we're here to help you get yourself and your business ready to go. Thank you.